There we go. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. Got a new computer. Went and grabbed a new MacBook and just had to set up, all the audio, all that good stuff. There we go. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's get it going. What's up, everyone? How we doing today? Hope we're having a good one. Gonna take us through some charts today. Good evening, good evening. What's up, family? What's up, Jacob? Glad I have you here, fam. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. We might have Mike V pop up. Who else we got up in here? There goes the StreamYard link. If you want to join the panel, hop on up. All right. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and good. Glad you're doing well, family. You're welcome on the panel if you would like. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the news for the week, and then we'll jump into the charts. All right. So we'll go to economic calendar on tradingeconomics.com. It is a site I do like. So let's see what we got. It's Tuesday today, about 10 a.m. where I'm at in California. And yeah, so we got, I guess today we can call it a scratch because it's already past time. But Wednesday, we got durable goods for U.S. We got GDP growth for U.S. on Thursday. And more U.S. news. Fed Chair Powell speaks on Friday. So Friday might be that, that trap day, that nice move. Usually on a Friday, we got Powell speaking. You can bet your ass we're gonna get a nice trap into the weekend. So yeah, let's just trade accordingly. Nothing too big. Looks like just a bit of U.S. news for the most part. Couple, what is the Denmark? A little bit other news. That's about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop up the charts. Get going for the day. And as you know, I have my different list I have here. AMC. That thing moving like a crypto. $30 one day, $10 one day. Wow. Got my cryptos here. Always watching Ethereum. Got my narrowed pair list here. These are the pairs I specifically like to trade. But then I do have the expanded list for when a lot of people want to look at stuff, or if I want to trade other instruments. But for the most part, we're locked in with these pairs right here. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Tony? Welcome, bro. What's good? Let's get it. More than welcome on the panel, fam. There's the StreamYard link if you want to jump up. What's up, Pablo? Yep. So that's Germany, right? Okay. Glad you made it, fam. Been seeing you in all the rooms getting that work in. So I know you got a discipline there. I know you got that hustle about you. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I expect good things from you, Pablo. Keep it going, fam. All right. So what y'all want to do? I figure we look at some pairs. We can look at news, whatever we want to do. We can take a look into Yahoo Finance. We can talk shit on the panel. This is really, really an open-ended thing, and I want to engage with everyone. I'm doing great, bro. A little tired. Just excited for the week. I had some good moves play out yesterday. UCAD, Euro JPY. We had it marked up, but it actually broke the lows. Did close my pending, but then it came right back to where my pending would have been and played out. So that was crazy, but no trade for me. Boosted. What's good? What's up, Eddie? Glad to have you here. Family. All right. So yeah, once again, there go the StreamYard link. Feel free to join. And why don't we just go down my pair list? And if it's something y'all want to look at, go ahead and call it out. and we'll take a look. All right. I'm just looking at the chat here. Eddie said he everywhere, man. We on these charts, bro. What you trading, Eddie? What's your favorite pair? Let's engage the group a little bit. All right, so whoever's in the chat, go ahead and paste your favorite pair. Wait, Pablo, your favorite pair is Bitcoin? For real? Hey, Eddie said gold and GJ. That means you like them big pips, them nice fat moves, like getting right to it. Tony's favorite pair is also gold. He's always trading that as well. Yo, what up, T Money?
Hey, what's up, man?
It was good.
Yo, it sucks. Every time I try to do my pods, it never works.
What pods?
My Beats by Dre's.
Oh, we'll get some AirPods. Come on now.
Ew, I don't like Apple.
Well, it actually work, and I don't got to hear feedback.
Yeah. You hear feedback? Should I mute
Let
it?
me try. Yo. Okay, that's better.
Mic check.
What's going down?
Nothing, man. Looking at gold like I always do.
Where
Yeah, I see you on it there, yeah. DJ played out nice. I liked it. Or UCAT actually was cleaner.
Yeah, UCAT crushed to take profit. But glad I took the profit, as you could see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean that's the setup. It was a trifecta. So,
awesome. Hey, I gotta go, man. I'll talk to you.
Yep. So UCAT was a trifecta. Took from this impulse up to here, and placed my pendant at the key level, which intersected with the 38.2 fib, which is actually what this is. I just don't I don't have the price level showing, but yeah, it's a you see. So let's replay it, and I'll explain the trade here. All right, so if anyone's traded with Brandon, you understand momentum-based trading. Yo, what up, Mike?
Hello.
What's up, bro?
Not much. I was fidgeting with the camera.
Hey, you got Mike V on the podcast.
Hello.
How you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, always well. How are you?
I'm good. Tired like always. Got to get my life together. But just that I'm still a new booty in this trading industry, and sometimes it kind of chews me up. But I love it. I don't want anything else. I just got to find that life balance, But I'm doing really well. I got a full day in the office after this because I do IT work as well. So at home. So I'll be doing that all day. But after this Zoom, gonna take me a little nap, then bang out some IT work till about 9 my time. Look at the charts around that time for London open, and start, probably plopping my pendings on, and then do it all again the next day. So thank God for pendings. So just working a lot.
Sounds
right
good.
now. But yeah, I was just showing the UCAT setup we had yesterday. It was a trifecta setup. And I think it's a good example of a trade that plays out quick. And also you want to take the setup, how it's designed, and just kind of rock from there, because this setup was actually a reversal to the downside. And I took a buy with my take profit at the previous high, because the way my trifecta setup works is we basically use a 10 pip stop loss Brandon style. And unless you see some nearby structure on a lower time frame, you can use that. But just for our risk reward ratio, we do like a 10 pip stop loss. and then we take profit to the high. Now you can take partials, you can trail, you can do what you like, but the way the setup is based on structure, it is for you to take at least take something at the high, and it's going to give you that good risk reward over not taking it. So you're going to be taking a 10 pip stop loss to about 35 pips profit. Not the best. Someone like Brandon, that's the bare minimum he'll take, but that's the setup. And, I take it when I see it. So yeah, we took it, and we'll go ahead and let it just play out. All right. So right there, pending gets activated off the key level. As you can see, there's literally, there's no drawdown, right? So taking these setups really pay out over time. And you can't enter with a super tight stop loss. That's why I use the 10 pips for this setup specifically, just to get the risk reward ratio I would like. Because it's not so much, the stop loss isn't as based on structure as much. It's a mathematical probability system, and it's based on the probability that price is going to react to that key level. So I do give it a little cushion, but not too much, because if that level is broken, so be it. So, on pound pairs, on exotics, it might not behave as well, but that is the setup. All right, so just let it play out. Our take profit is at the high. And in that wick, boom, trade close. So as you can see, this setup, you're in the trade for 3 hours and you're out. Now, why is it important that we manage the trade accordingly? I thought this was a prime example. Let's go ahead and play it out. Boom. So if you're pussyfooting around, you're babysitting, and you don't have you're not taking anything, this can happen, right? If this is the setup you're taking, you're giving it room, so be it. But you see in the terms and the confines of my setup why I do what I do. So I'm sure I saw some people selling this morning, and more power to them. And yeah, so that was the one. I thought it was a phenomenal setup. It demonstrated a lot of things I like. Let's see here. Eddie said he likes EU and AU, the steady pairs. Oh yeah, I love AU, Old Faithful. Yep, I entered on UCAT, was out really quick before I even knew it. Yeah, 10 pips all day. Okay, I'll show Euro JPY as well. And I don't know, Mike, if you got anything you want to share or talk about, always welcome. That's weird. Okay. All right. So this was actually a trade. I don't know. Okay. This was actually a trade that I closed the pending, and it would have worked out, but I'll show you why I closed it. It was the same deal. It was a trifecta setup. Let's go ahead and replay. And I'm going to go back to when I see the setup to where I set my pending. So when I see this, I see the structure I like, right? Nice M, cleared the highs, shift, right? It would even been cool to get in here. Let me just see something. Could my trifecta get us in here? I mean, it did go to around 250. It would have been a tough one. Would have maybe needed more like a 20 pip stop loss, but okay. All right, so got another shift. So from here, I'm looking for an area where price may pull back to. So once again, I have my fib from the high to the low, and I'm teaching on my setup. I don't even care. Okay. All right. So boom, that's the 38.2 fib, which just so happens to intersect with the 137 key level. So a whole number. So for me, I just go in robot mode. And I'll even tell you, when I was looking at the other JPY pairs, they were looking bullish. So correlation told me, you know what, maybe I want to stay away. But I don't like to overthink my setups too much. So if I see what I need to see, I take it. And these days, I don't let the correlation of different pairs get in the way of me taking a setup too much, because it will cause me to overthink, right? If I'm trying to say, well, all JPY pairs are doing this, so I need to look for this, right? It gets a little too chaotic, and it makes me try to time when the market is doing what it's doing. So I'm more so have developed a system that's straight math, straight objective. The only subjective thing can be at times is where I draw my fib, right? And it's part of the fib game, right? But for the most part, it's super objective, and that allows me to keep my emotions out of it and to just rock with the setup like a robot, right? All right, so I'll play this out. This one, I'll show you what happened. All right, so trade starts to play out. My pending's at the key level, keep in mind. It's already set at this point. I'm just waiting for it to come and tap me in. All right, so boom, this is what happens. Price doesn't make it to my key level. It's about 13 pips away, but it makes the move down for 50 pips in 1 hour, hitting the lows. So when that happens, my system, if that low is broken, I close my pending. I'm done with it, because it was based, right? My pending is based on this wave, this impulse, and that pullback. So once it breaks, I'm out. But interesting on this one, it would have actually worked out, and I'll show you. Replay function can be, okay. Look at that manipulation. So even when it don't work out, right? So I just want you to understand how the market is moving. And I thought this was a very interesting case study, right? So say I don't remove the pending, I'm activated, right? 10 pips doesn't get taken out. And look how it comes to our level. But the rules of my setup are such that I close my pending when that happens. But yeah, this was a nice, interesting setup, nice learning experience. Hey, what's up, Jonah? Love it. Wish I wasn't at work. I would have hopped on. Hey, I appreciate you even just stopping in for a minute, bro. Get that bag. We won't be at our work that much longer unless we choose to, and we just keep our corporate jobs because we love the benefits. Pablo says, how do I use fib in my strategy? I use the 38.2 fib, right? Because for me, it's the perfect fib that is gonna signify a pullback, but still in momentum. Anything over 38 is usually killing the momentum, right? If you pull back 50%, is that really momentum anymore? So I'm always looking for something in that 38 range to serve as a confluence for something else I'm doing, right? It's not just a standalone, oh, I see the fib, I take it. What I do is I identify the structure. So, and then I look for a way to get in the move. So if I see this, I see that happen, I want to get in the sell. I'll start to try to find a fib level. I'll drop my fib down. Boom. I'll look for nearby key levels. So it would have been 2. All right. So already in this setup, right? Like you can already see it. Let's replay. When this happened, I want to get in the move. So first, you got to wait to make sure it's actually pulling back, or it's no point in using the retracement because it needs to retrace. All right. So when that happens, right, you see that those wicks coming up, I know it's retracing. Now, this is why I say the fib can get subjective, because look, boom, I bring it here, it perfectly aligned. boom, right? You could get caught in trying to move it around. So this is the subjective area. It's just going to kind of be points of interest. You can play it safe by using the higher one. If you do see a nearby key level and you need to adjust it, right, that's just going to be on you, the trader. And that's what I wanted to talk about with fib, is just the subjectivity of it. But if you really want to just play it safe and make it as objective as possible, go ahead and just always do the very top to the very bottom, and then, you know, wait for price to come to this area, or like I said, find surrounding key level, and you can place orders there. So in this case, sorry. Sorry. Try it one more time. I love this new Mac, Mike. I got the new MacBook Pro, and I'm flying over here.
Nice, nice, nice.
So happy with it, man. We'll draw the 21. So these are 3, you know, key levels in the area. Yeah, let's do one more example. Let's try it again. Let's find another one. Let's try a pair. Okay, let's try GCAD. Let's try to find a reversal-esque type pattern and see if we get a pullback. All right, so boom, this is shifting, this is shifting. So this would be an area of interest. Let's see if we can find our fib confluences here. All right, boom, so take it from the high. Right there, okay. Let's use it off of that, okay. Any nearby key level. Okay. All right. Like I said, pound going to be a little more volatile, tough to get your 10 pips, right? But once again, all right. So let's use replay to help us out. All right. So already we see it's bearish. It didn't stop, a little M. Now we're looking to get in the move. So boom, dropped again. Now I'm looking for an area to get in. So from here, plot my fib, like I said, objectively, subjectively, you can place it here, you can place it here, you can place it here. But in this case, we're going to place it here because it makes most sense with 1, with structure, right? 2, with surrounding key levels, and then 3, with recent impulse, because that happened. We had an accumulation after that, and then boom. So this is the impulse we're on. All right, so let's boom, boom, boom. All right, so now we have our fib, which is plotted from here to here, and we have our area of interest at a 38.2 fib. Then boom as well, we flop down our key level, which is a nice whole number of 1.57, which intersects with that key level. And now let's go ahead and play it out. I'm giving y'all the sauce over here. Okay. This would have initially activated us. Let's see how it continues to play out. Okay. All right. So it would have activated us, but it wouldn't have hit our take profit. We would have been 60 pips in profit. So likely we would have moved to break even and took some pips off in a case like this, unless we're being super patient. Let's say we're being super patient. We didn't do anything. You would have got stopped out with a 10 pip stop loss, right? Keep in mind, this is GCAD. If you would have did it here, ooh, you might survive 10.3. Okay. Let's continue to play. And like I said, you can use 20 pips if you want to do this type of setup, give yourself more room. If you find structure you want to base it around. So for instance, say in this situation, you see this structure here, right? Right. Let me clear this up a little. Right. So you see this little manipulation, right? 1, 2, 3 bullish candles in a bearish market. You should already know market makers doing some shit. They placing some orders. So in the context of how I'm setting this up, you can place your stop loss at that area. Sorry, we're selling. So it'll go here, right? If price breaks above that manipulation, you're out. And then boom. So you're already getting, you're going for, you got a 35 pip stop loss and you're going for 110 pips. Okay, so not bad. Let's continue to play it out. Take profit smashed. All right, so that's the setup in a nutshell. I look for that over and over. That's how I use the fibs, bro. Hopefully that helps explain it some. All right, let's see what we got. Let's check the chat here. Love it, bro, that we saw that. Praise God, brother. Praise God. Wait for your induction. Then at the level, right? You wait for induction. Yeah, I wait for the induction to go to my level. So I wait to see that price is pulling back, right? Telling me that it's inducing or it's, accumulating against the direction, the setup I see. And that's when I could start to place my confluences in order to have a area of interest and place my pending order. Hey, I already know who this is asking what we think of gold. We'll bring gold up before we get out of here. Thanks for the sauce. Anytime, Eddie. Okay. You have anything you want to look at today, Mike? Talk about?
I don't have anything like lined up right now. I had 2 trades today. I was
What were they?
sell on GU and sell on UJ. The GU one, I closed on break even because like I saw it playing, and I didn't like how it was going. So I was like, the dollar's been going up for like a while, and now it's like playing. So there's a good chance to do like a pullback. So I closed the GU one on break even, and then I let the UJ went, took a nap, came back. It took me out, so that was a loss. But then it plunged down. So I got the direction. It just my entry was it was a little too bad, but it's fine.
Or you had too tight a stop loss, right?
9 pips.
Okay. Because I imagine if your stop loss
Yeah.
was anywhere above there, you were good.
Yeah.
Right. This was UJ last week, and we see this is what the bullshit when you do take it to the I was saying like sometimes you close it at the high because that's the setup. So you do want to let it breathe when you can or leave a runner. And I'll redo this one. So okay, wait 1 second. Let me just remember where I was at. Okay, let me replay. Okay. All right, so this is the setup. Same deal. And I'm sure you're gonna see the Neo stuff down there, but just kind of wait for this shit to finish, right? I don't really want to mess around with that. And I see that. I'm interested. And what I'm interested in is a buy. But before I can buy, I need to start to see price pull back and accumulate a bit. So let's see when that happens. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing exactly right. You can call it inducing, pulling back, accumulating, whatever you like. So in this case, my fib, I'm going to put it from here to here because this is the most recent impulse, right? Just wave coming up. And you can say it's right here. You can do all you want, right? It's an art form. In my art form, I like that wick. I like how this was most recent. And yeah, so from there, what I'm gonna do. Anyone in the chat, Mike? What you think, Mike?
Oh, I was
No one.
waiting for somebody else to
I
say.
don't think they're gonna answer.
No, you place your pending and you go take a nap
Any
and then wake
next
up and
confluence I'm looking
rolling
for?
in.
Is there another confluence I'm looking for maybe to lay on top of the fib?
Well, there's break of structure.
Okay, I'll give it away. So it's gonna be my key level, right? I like
right,
a
and the key
double
level.
confluence. Yeah. So I'm already like, boom, I got a 134 key level. Banks love whole numbers to get those orders off at a round number for their books. And then I got a 38 fib, and they're having a baby, man. They're making love. And then my ECR boys come on and they say, oh, I see a ECR. So then you got the ECR, your DMA, your DCR lining right up with the fib, with the key level. You can't make this shit up. To me, this is glitching the matrix when you know what you're looking for. That's what I call glitching the matrix. All right, so we're not all Neo, but I found Neo. I believed in Neo, so I guess that makes me Morpheus. Oh, so we're gonna let this one play out. Okay, first, and this is where you will get me to, if you're in my personal groups, you'll see me draw these arrows, right? And I just try to keep it super clean. Price gonna come to our area and it's gonna go up. Boom. So take profit will be here. Because you saw what you had, right? It went there and it dropped. But it could go up. So maybe you want to trail. Maybe you want to take off half. That's up to you. Let's see how this one went out. 10 pip stop loss. We activate it. All right, boom. Trade over. Unless you want to trail, trade over. Let's see. I must have had like bigger stop loss on this, but let's see. Oh, actually, let me be really accurate here. Okay. Yeah, it was under 10. Okay. So boom, under 10. And then instantly, few hours, 70 pips. All right. Now, if you trail in, you leaving a runner, all of that good stuff, you know what we do. We close half at the high. We leave a runner for the rest. Leave our risk on half, right? So I already got a 1 to 7. So that's why I was mad at myself for just closing all this one. And I'll be honest, I'm doing a funded account now with the 5%ers, and it definitely had me out of character in my trading and my trade management, like kind of just being a little too tight. So, but yeah, let's just show the setup. And as you already can, spoiler alert, it bought up until today. And let's just play that out. And these are those big fat trades that can really make you some nice capital when you hold them properly. So anyway, moving on. Let's see. So you see the accuracy when you look at that 4 hour. Look at that little wick, 10 pips to go for 400 pips down there, 350 pips. So that's a 1 to 35 risk reward ratio. Where else you going to get that at? What's up, Edgar? I hope that, arouses you. Hope that turns you on, people. 1 to 35, like, oof, juicy, yes. Key level. Yep. Edgar already know. Key level. Okay. Yep. We got some answers in there. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll look at gold. I was in a gold sell prior to news. It went 60 pips in my favor before reversing and taking me out. Sad day for me. Hey, Eddie, just buck up. It's just one setup, bro. Tony always takes some off around 30 pips, so you can't always take some off depending on your stop loss. So,
Yeah. If you have 60 pips in profit, you should move that stop loss.
For sure.
Protect yourself.
Yeah. Even if it is gold, So if you remember, me and Mike told people to sell back in May. Even though we thought it was bullish overall, we said just sell. Sell. They're coming for this area. So with that bias, you would be doing pretty well. Gold still selling, but it's a little rinky-dink choppy, right? I don't love it. I don't even trade this really, but area of interest. Came for the fourth tap, but didn't tap it.
No, they want to shake anyone who's holding gold. So, all the way till like end of this year, I'm thinking it's gonna be going down, or like sideways.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Down and sideways, and then it's gonna do that bullshit. That gold shit is gonna go like this.
Yep.
And then it's gonna do this.
Yeah. One day it's gonna be like up like $200. Like a million pips. Because they left a lot of money at the highs. Because it's like equal high. So once it starts moving up, it's just gonna fly.
Yep. Agree, bro. For now, it looks like it's buying up some. Yeah, but I mean, it's super bearish. There's accumulation up here. It could be coming for like right now. Area of interest. There are lows here. Yeah, I really don't like it, but I do think it's going to go up and clear these highs out, it looks like. But then it's probably going to come back for this. So, maybe something like this. I just see liquidity everywhere and traps everywhere. But just following order flow for what we're doing right now. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, it trapped the sellers. Now it's going to go up some. No session to trade. I got nothing for you. Yeah, my problem was that I walked away. I know what you're saying, Eddie. And one of the homies, Vin, is working on a EA, an expert advisor that can deal with things like that, like movie to break even, stuff like that. So hopefully we have some answers to those problems soon. Use some robots to help us, Okay, what else we doing? Are we done this morning? We looking at anything else? Want to talk about anything else, people? Anyone else want to come on the panel, talk your shit, get a free coaching session?
Poor EU.
Poor EU. Yep. Dump. These were the cells. but didn't it come to the entry? It did come to the key level though. Actually, right
Yeah,
to the fucking key level. Yeah.
I was waiting on that one, but I guess they had too much liquidity, so they just dropped it. So I couldn't get in.
Yeah. But you see, at least on the 1 hour, we had many confirmations. So if we did place our order, right, and you know how I go, we gotta wait for the pullback. So see, that's what I'm looking for. When I see that, my eyes light up. And the nearest key level, 1.02, right? We also see that market maker manipulation, right? And we see that wick where we can put our stop loss. So boom, let's go ahead and map out the trade. It's gonna be, you're gonna take it at the key level. You're gonna put your stop loss at the wick or above the wick. So that's a 7.7 pip stop loss. Okay, and then we're gonna put our take profit at the previous low, or take partial the previous low. So that's it's an 8.5 pip stop loss while you're bagging 100. All right, so let's let it play. And you ever be taking these ECRs, you take it off here and you're like, is it gonna go a little higher? Is it gonna hit the other EMA? Right? Them things I used to think about when I used to strictly take ECRs. Then I started looking more into the structure and the order flow that the banks put in, and I'm like, I could start to see like, yeah, they probably gonna blow that high out a little, right? But it bounced right off the the first EMA, this HDMA, or so boom. And now you're like, okay, it's playing off the other one. Should I get in? Woo woo. Right. Think I did it wrong, but I'll fix it. Okay. So actually, my bad. I did this wrong. The stop loss will be bigger because your entry will be there, your stop loss will be above there, which is a 24 pip stop loss. So maybe you didn't take it, or maybe you had a smaller stop loss. Maybe you put your fib at the key level. I mean, at the maybe you put your entry at the fib. So there's a number of things to kind of tinker with here. But you see the general idea. We're predicting where price is going to go. We're doing our best to be precise, right? So, and you should be taking partials if you like, or trailing, and then just let that play out. If you're looking for other areas to take profit, you look left. You see this. Use structure to help you. We know it don't always break the low. It might play off of it, but in this case, it did break the low. So just say you did take this setup. Say you had a 25 pip stop loss, 25 over 300 pips, right? So we got options out here. Anything to add to EU, bro?
No, I'm waiting to see, is it gonna break structure? So around 1.005. So confirming that's kind of like a change of direction, like a little bit longer change of direction, or is it just gonna, because 0.99 065, so basically the low, the current low, that was a wick. If you go like 20 years back, that was a wick. So they filled the wick and then immediately pulled away. So now, what's gonna happen?
Right.
Is it gonna just stay there and accumulate, which means we're going down for like the further lows. So the next one is like 0.97. So accumulate and head down, or is it gonna break structure up, which means change of direction for at least the foreseeable future? Push it back above 1, because that's a really strong psychological level, right? And play a little bit more because they left a little of liquidity on the way down. Pick up that liquidity and then crush it. So
Yeah, I would say it's definitely gonna play off of this, like especially what you told me historically. Even if it does bounce up, it gotta at least mess around some and then do that. But like the way
yeah,
this reacted for such a major level, that to me this ain't enough. It's gonna come back.
yeah. Gold and EU are like the number one manipulated things out there. So just wait,
This
wait a little bit.
look
See
at
how it's going.
the EXY. Not looking good, Europe. That's fresh bear momentum. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at NU. Boom. That's how I do my setup. I'm done. I found my setup that fast. Win, lose, or draw, motherfucker. So obviously it's late in the day. I'm not touching this until tomorrow. I'll see what happens. But I do see sells. I do see a trifecta at 62.75 potentially. But this is some nice fresh bull momentum. So I don't know. I gotta wait. Like if it does all this, I would love to see you do that. Fill me. Pause. 10 pips for 120. So just on my first position. So that's what I see on that. Just like that's what I saw when I just opened it up. And you just look at the daily, it's bearish. And yeah. I mean, unless the banks, they left it here and they were just coming back for this and they want to go up, which can be, neo style. But all signs tell me it's bearish, so I have to stick with the overall direction and what I see.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I'll check on this in like 7 hours or so, 5 hours, something like that, and see what's up. Quick question. Would you consider EU a Tuesday reversal based on Dylan? Maybe.
Technically, yes.
Yes. Because the reversal only has to go 30 pips, right? So that's 120 pips. So yeah, it's a reversal. It's just a counter trend reversal off the lows. So yes, it's a reversal, but that doesn't mean we're going to get a trend reversal necessarily. It could just be a trend reset reversal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they want us to look at Bitcoin. Pablo must have bought Bitcoin at 20,000.
Oh, Bitcoin is gonna dip again, just like gold. They're gonna play with it, scare some more people, shake them out, take out the what was it 17,000 yeah, 17,500. shake everyone up, scare them. Oh my God, Bitcoin to zero. Oh no. And then Bitcoin to, 100,000 in 2 days.
That sounds about right. But
So,
yeah, it is bearish for now. So I guess for day trading, I already see like could find something like this. But overall, I agree with Mike. I don't personally day trade this, but if you do your thing. What would be the key level? 22500. Yeah. 2200, 22,500. Okay.
yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, I mean this could be a intraday setup to day trade for me based on my setup. Yeah. So yeah, it is bearish right now. But maybe we get a 4-hour ECR essentially. He said he didn't buy it at 20,000. I wanted to go further down before getting some Bitcoin in my arsenal. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Buy low, sell high. All right, I think we're done. I think that's a wrap, guys. I had really fun today. I really loved, trying to give some insight on my setup and how I like to trade and, you know, just seeing what y'all got to say. The more we engage, the more people come on the panel, more fun this is going to be because who wants to just listen to me try to sound cool, rapper guy looking at, EU and UCAT all day. Okay, for sure, Pablo. If you could join in, that'd be dope. Appreciate your spirit, appreciate your energy. Mike, you got anything to share with us or exit us out on today?
Not much is going on. It's a lot of the same old, same old. There was news wise, the latest one is another billion to Ukraine. There was a assassination of the daughter of that Russian philosopher. I don't know if you heard, Alexander Dugin. No. Anyway, I don't know what's going on there, but that happened like 2 days ago. So I don't know the fallout from that, but we're continuing with the same, whatever it is, it's continuing on and on and on. It's the summer, so I don't think they'll do anything like drastic. I'm still sticking with my previous prediction, if you want to call it. So if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen later this year, right around election time, and just winter in general, because Europe is gonna have massive amounts of problems during this winter, and if the winter is like severe, then it's gonna be even worse. Because right now it's summertime and they're record high on price of electricity. Um, they're trying to like get coal. They've increased the purchase of coal because like they're all green, but they realize that they're gonna freeze. Bulgaria, which is my country, has banned the export of firewood. So now they're hoarding firewood, which is a lot worse than gas. So we're not gonna buy the Russian gas. We're gonna burn wood. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Apocalypse. I hear the rent prices are crazy. They said median rent in New York is $3,500 a month, and that's up. And that's up like 35% since last year.
Man, this is like uh, yeah. I Oh, one good news. So there's apparently still a nuclear power plant in California. It's Devil something or other, and it was on the chopping block. It was supposed to shut down this year by governor's decree or whatever, right? Because we're gonna be green, no more nuclear. Well, your lovely governor realized that it can't go without nuclear, so now it's staying. And I think they're gonna extend the lifetime for like another 10 years or whatever. So that's good news for Californians. That's something.
Go California.
Other than that, just get ready. Grind, grind, grind. That's what I'm doing.
Do you think maybe on one of the shows like next week you want to hold on to an article or two that you're getting your info from and maybe even kind of paraphrase and go through it with us just to educate us traders who want to start to learn economics and fundamentals, kind of bridge that gap in our understanding? I think that might be helpful. And I know I look on other people's YouTube channels and they'll like break down articles and talk about, or do like reaction videos. So I was thinking it might be cool for you to give us that news,
Sure. I mean,
So
I'm
whatever
reading them
capacity
anyway
you
for
want to do.
myself.
Right.
Yeah. So I can do like bullet points, because like it doesn't have to be 2
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, and you don't even gotta read it or be
Yeah.
all formal.
Basically, there's a page of news, right?
Right.
And then the most important thing is that, okay, so the nuclear power plant is still running.
Right. Because we're gonna look at
that's
it
the
like,
point of a whole page of stuff. The point is nuclear power plant continues to run.
right. And maybe
Or
there's some numbers in there, and you're like, guys, that's a huge number. Like,
right,
make sense
right.
of this. Because we're like, oh, those are just a bunch of words. Now what?
Yeah. Well, the
Not to
other thing
shit on
is,
us, but not everyone is like, we don't think like you think, bro. Like your mind thinks a little different, like of the whole world. And maybe that's just me because I never lived in a different country and stuff. And my perspective is, you just got a good perspective. So I just, utilizing it.
and the other thing is, I have like, I'm on Twitter, which is like the toxic sludge of humanity. But there's a few people who deal with like more fundamentals. Like they are like big time investors, like tens of millions of
The
dollars.
whales.
Yeah. And they're not they're into materials. So I have oil. Well, primarily it's oil, coal, gas, so all energy stuff, right? And then I have some like lithium and like metals, like copper, for example. So my personal next step is to get into those, basically material trading, which will be, no, that will be what I would call investing, not trading,
Right.
but like investing.
Long-term
Like,
holding.
yes. So it's gonna be
Let me know.
stocks.
Send me them signals. I
Yeah,
want to do
yeah,
it
yeah.
too.
So the stocks I'm looking will be connected with the metals. So you're gonna have stocks plus dividends on one side. Then you have the actual metals. So ETFs for like the it's ETF for the actual metal. And then once you have the fundamentals and you have the money to play with it, because like you're gonna need more than $10,000, right? Because if you want to trade forex, 10,000 is like more than enough. Because I don't know if you get leverage, right? So then the next thing, so now you have the fundamental, now you have the stocks, the companies, the stocks, then you have the ETFs, and then you play with options. And options has really good potential for profit.
If you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Because options, since they expire, you can get something that is like in a year or 3 years or 5 years, right? And you know that the world's gonna need copper and lithium because from a gas car and a fully electric car. So the fully electric car has 6 times more copper than a gas car. And right now, it's very hard to open brand new mines for anything. So you have a limited supply of copper, and everyone wants an electric car. Supply and demand.
So buy copper. All right, hang on. Buy copper.
I mean, more or less, because I don't want to get like too much into it, but basically I was watching like if Tesla wants to provide all the vehicles needed for the for Europe and United States. So only Europe. So yeah, Europe plus United States. They need 160% of all copper in the world for the next 10 years. Every year for 10 years. Which is not going to happen. You know what I mean? Because who's going to make iPhones? They still need copper, right? They still need lithium because batteries are in like everything.
Right. These are unprecedented problems. We never been making so many damn cell phones and electric cars that we would even think that, we maybe there'd be a shortage like this, right?
Well, if I can get on a little sidetrack.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to go green, which is fine. No problem with that. However, the current plans of going green, so from where we're now, and we want to go green, right? So there's a path. You cannot just, snap it and just become green. There's a process, but this process takes time and materials. And right now, they just want to go, now to green. And they're not setting up the process of the transition. They just want to happen, which
Right.
will result in massive shortages of materials.
So we need a lot of parties on the same page: city, government, the big corporations, the
No, I think they're
oil
on the same
industry.
page. But for whatever reason, like the people in charge, they're not allowing for the process. Because like the people who actually handle materials, they well, from the information that I have, which is obviously grain of salt, a lot of salt. I don't know what actually is happening, but they're saying that they go to the commissioners, the bureaucrats, whatever, and they're telling them, hey, if you want EV car in every single household and zero gas cars, you need to allow for a brand new copper mine, a brand new lithium mine. Because like, where are those cars gonna come from?
Right.
So you want the car, but you don't want materials. What are you gonna need it for? Cardboard?
And I don't think everybody is for electric cars, even though it seems so obvious.
I mean, I'm not against it, right?
I'm for it, but there are things like, where are all the charging stations going to go, right? Where
Well, and that's the other thing. If let's say everyone has electric cars, zero gas, no more oil, right? Where are you gonna charge them?
exactly?
because like
See, my
not
thought
everyone lives
was
in a
turn
house.
every gas station into, they should all start including electric charge stations.
Yeah, but it
But
doesn't. It's
but
not
they would have
instantaneous.
to basically dig up their whole shit or something along those lines.
They can convert. However, it takes time. It takes a lot longer to charge an electric car than to fill in gas. And the car itself takes space, so you can't just have 5 cars just parked there for like an hour each and then wait. It just it won't work. Also, what happens with all the people that live in apartments?
Right.
Because I lived in an apartment. I live in a house now, so if I have an EV, I have a garage, right? It's fine.
Yeah,
But I
but
used to
like
live in an
if
apartment.
but say like you're halfway, you want to get across the world, or you're trying to get
Not
to
just no, no, no,
LA.
no. Just day to day. Like I lived with 4 people. Okay, there were 4 of us in one apartment, and we were not the only ones living like that. And we all had cars, so that's just one apartment, 4 cars. Okay, so there was like the entire parking lot had to be like chargers
Right.
if you want all EV, which is not gonna happen in 1 year, right?
Right.
There's no way. So you need to set up a system uh, to move us from gas to EV, and it has to be like a 50-year plan. You cannot just okay, next year no more gas. You have a gas car, you have to buy EV. I want the entire world to run on unicorn farts, but it ain't gonna happen. So
Yep. Okay, I guess we'll end it on the unicorn farts. We'll get up out of here. All right, bro. I appreciate you. Thanks for the gems, the correspondence. We appreciate you.
yeah, for next week, I'll write down like bullet points. We'll keep it short.
Okay, whatever you're comfortable with. I don't want to put you to work, but I just like the
I mean, I'm
direction
doing
we're
it
going.
anyway. I can just grab a piece of paper and just jot it down.
Okay. Let me just check the chat for any last messages. Crazy things coming. Is it like resources? What kind of options, bro, if you may ask? Oh, you were saying for resources or
Right. So if you go back, first of all, go to Elwin's channel, and I did a presentation three videos back. Anyway,
it
there's
says
a
featuring
presentation.
Mike V in it.
Right. So on the presentation, there is a link to my stock list, and it's still shared, and I'm not gonna change it. So if you get that link and open it on TradingView, you can see all the stocks that I'm looking at. It's like 200 something, whatever. And if you go to the breakdown, you'll see what percentage is resources. So let me go real quick. Just a second. Right. So energy minerals. So this is metals, copper, lithium, etc., etc. It's 17%. Then I have more minerals, which are non-energy. So these are like steel, like nickel, stuff like that. It's 13%. Then I have those are the biggest chunks. And then I have like tech, and yeah, tech is like the next one. So anyway, now options will be for those companies. So I have the stock, which will I plan to buy and hold, because pretty much all those energy stocks have dividends, and they have really high dividends. And if they cannot open any more like mines or whatever, the stocks will increase in value because they're the only players in town, right? So as the price increases, the dividends are going to increase. On top of that, there is a what's called shareholder pay or payback, shareholder payback. I don't know the exact term, but what happens is when a company has like too much profit and they
Profit
cannot
sharing?
do, I don't know the term, but essentially they end up with too much money and they cannot reinvest the money. So they have an option to either keep the money and pay more taxes, or give the money to shareholders as a bonus dividend, which is not listed on like the dividend, the current dividend. So it's a dividend on top of the dividend.
Right.
So you're double dipping.
Right. But it's more like it's not like an annual quarterly payout. It's like a
Correct.
one.
It's kind of like a one-time thing.
Right.
So you have those, and this will be your fixed income, right? Because like it's quarterly, right? Dividends is like quarterly, and then your payout will be yearly because it has to be before taxes. So you have those, which will be fixed income, and then you have options. And options, you have to be careful. I'm not. I can do like a presentation breakdown once I start trading options, and I'm like 100%. I'm like, okay, guys, this is what I'm doing because reasons, one,
Let
two,
me
three.
know when you want to do that. I'll get Shane to come on the show. He's been
Yeah,
trading options for like a few years now. That's one of his favorite things to trade. So
yeah, because the potential for options is like really,
it's like
really good.
Forex. It's like Forex, 1 to 30 risk reward type.
Yeah,
Right.
because especially the price is going up.
Right.
There's technically no limit on.
Right.
You know
Just
what I
like
mean?
Forex, you put in $100 in that option. If it doesn't work out, if it expires, you lose that $100. So it's not like a stock, but it's like your stop loss got hit. But then, you can just keep going.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you go to like Reddit and see all these guys that made what was it, like, $1 million overnight, they made it YOLOing, like 10 grand into options.
Yeah. But also
So
people lose their houses overnight. So be careful.
Well, we're not doing that. We're going to have fundamentals, right? We're going to be careful selection of
And our
what we
risk
do.
is managed. That's all that
Exactly.
matters. If I
Manage
put
risk.
$100 into one of those options, it's because I got 100 of those. I got 10,000 in that account. It's not because I have 202 option trades and I'm done and I gotta wait till I get paid in a couple weeks and maybe I'll do it again. That's called gambling.
Right. So we're not going to do that. We're not gambling. We're going to have a system, right? We're going to have a very solid foundation of this thing. And it's not going to be, okay, I really need to make this money because I got to pay rent. No. Like, this is long-term game. This is going to be like a year, a few years, probably more. This is one of those, like the hodl, like the actual hodl. And then Forex will be strictly, day trading or, whatever we're doing right now.
No, that's called balanced portfolio diversification for us. Because a lot of investors will tell you you're crazy if you day trade, but that's only a small part of our portfolio. We're not only just day trading, and that's what I try to shift a lot of traders' mindset. And I think when you shift your mind from just being a day trader hustler, you start seeing the big picture. It will in fact help your day trading because it'll make you more patient. It'll help you see the big picture. And then you'll start to use your earnings as you become profitable to reinvest in different assets to grow the money instead of just either throwing it in a savings account only compounding it in a Forex account or just blowing the money, right? We want to put the money in other vehicles, and Mike gave us a long list of those today. So it's always good to learn and, start to do the work. And yeah, Pablo, if you got abs like that, bro, I know you got some discipline, so I think you'll be fine. That was a joke. I'm sorry. I'm lame. All right. We out of here. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Great session.
Peace.
Later, everyone.